All right, some of you may have been aware of a tool called Google Optimize, and Google Optimize was a fantastic tool for being able to split test items on your website without actually changing anything on your website. So you could do things like if you had a landing page with a headline and you wanted to test, a different headline, you could use Google Optimize to do that, and it would automatically change the headline. The 50% of the visitors that went to your website, they would see one headline, and the other 50% would see the original headline. And that way it'd help you to work out which one converted better, and then you can keep the headline that converted better, and then you could test another one. So Google has recently announced that they are shutting down Google Optimize, and so this other app, which is hosted on howuku.com, howuku.com/optimize, they are offering something very similar. So it is for split testing. Again, so the headlines, it could be text, it could be images, it could be the color of a call to action button, it can be anything on your website. And it's all done by what they call JavaScript, which means no changes are made to your website. It all happens on the fly as people visit your website, and they call that in the browser. So very simple platform to use. You go and enter and you sign up for an account, and you can get a free account to check it and test it out. And you pop in the web page URL that you're wanting to test. And with this particular platform, they've embraced AI as well too. So they will give you some suggestions for items to test, as well as some text suggestions to test as well too. And you can scroll through those until you sort of pick one that you like, and then you can set the split test going. So particularly important if you're running things like Google ads or Facebook ads or any sort of ads, and you want to test the conversion rate and which headline or which image or which button color is better. And this gives you intel on things that you may not know about. Now, the interesting thing about split testing is if you guess which one is going to be the winner, or which one's going to give you the highest conversions, often your best guess is wrong. And so with a tool like this, it lets you know exactly what is a winning headline or winning button or winning piece of text, and which one is the one that's giving you the lower conversion rate. So it really takes all of the guesswork out of it all. You speak to any marketer, they'll tell you that they generally cannot predict which is going to be a winner. This one is a tool that will help you determine what the winner is. So you can see there is a starter plan there, which is at $0, and that'll give you enough information there for you to be able to split test and work with a tool like this. So say Google Optimize is disappearing, and so tools like this here are ones that are going to be able to help you to do the same thing. So over there is howuku.com /optimize, spelt with a Z, not an S, OPTIMIZE. Now these links, we will drop these into chat. So say if you're writing them down, we'll drop them into chat. If you have a look at your Zoom toolbar down the bottom, there is an icon there that looks like a speech bubble, and it's got chat written under it. If you tap on that, that'll bring up your chat box. And you can see some people already in there, sort of putting their greetings in, but we'll drop all the links in there, and you'll be able to save that chat with the 3 little dots at the bottom at the end of the evening, and then you'll be able to have a look at these apps in your own time. All right, next one I have for you, and this sort of came out of last week's session as well, and someone was asking about what they call alt text on images. So what alt text is if an image doesn't display on a site, sometimes people have image displays turned off, like especially on mobile devices, or if people have some sort of vision impairment, then they can't see the images. This is where alt text comes in and is really important. So what alt text is, it stands for alternative text, and it's a text that describes the image. You don't see it on the site, it sits in behind the image. And if the image doesn't show, then this text shows instead. And if someone can't actually see the image, then they've got screen readers which will actually read out a description of that image. Now, every image on a website should have alt text. and because it also helps the search engine. So search engines have more difficulty seeing what an image is, although it's getting better these days with the AI tools, and they use the alt text to determine what this image is about and to help index your site in the search engines. So it's really important that you've got alt text on all of your images. Most people forget about this or don't put the alt text in. You want a really simple way of starting to move up in the search engines. Add alt text to the images on your website. That'll really help you with your ranking. So this particular tool called alttext.ai will automatically generate the alt text for you on your site. So if you're wondering what to write, it will come through with AI suggestions on it, and you can change it as well. You can edit it, and you can go through various variations until you get something you like. It integrates with a lot of CMS websites and like Shopify, WordPress, and it's a very simple tool to use as well. So you install it, and then it'll help you to add the alt text to your images automatically, so that you get that boost in your search engine optimization. So that one there is called alttext.ai. Right, this next one here is called app.supercopy.ai. Now, you've probably heard the term that you need to have an avatar, or what they call personas, that represent who your ideal customer is. So there's a mistake in the business world. If you ever get asked, who do you serve, or who's your customer, if you say everyone, then you're likely to get no one, because it's not really specific enough to be able to talk to what people's particular pains are, what they're really sort of looking for. So one of the ways to do that is to create what they call avatars or personas. Now, it can be quite difficult because you might sell to everyone, your customers might be everyone, but being able to drill down into a few specific personas, interesting enough, means that you sell, you reach more people, you get a lot more engagement, but it doesn't mean that those are the only people you work with. They're just personas that you focus on to help with your marketing, and you can have more than one. So you might have 3, 4, or 5 different persona types. So this particular app here helps you to create those personas, and what it will do is you will jot in some text about roughly who these people are, maybe a bit of demographic information, a bit of a description about who they are. Think about who your existing clients are right now, particularly ones that spend the money with you and engage with you, and then you're going to use those description of those people there to then generate a persona profile that you can use to help with your marketing and to help with your research, so you know who you're looking for. So one of my favorite research tools is Facebook, particularly Facebook groups. So I've got a whole process in Facebook groups where you can just get an incredible amount of intel. But by having personas, it means that you can choose the right Facebook groups that are likely to have these types of people in it, and give you far more accurate intel on what their problems are, what their issues are, what they're looking to solve with it. So this particular tool, it can take you hours to put together a persona. This one will do it literally in seconds, if not minutes, and you can really create some personas that you can use for your marketing. So there is a trial with it as well. So you get started for free. Have a look at it. Have a look at the video. This video is a good explanation on the front how to use it. But you can get started for free, create a persona, and then you can have a look at the suggestions that they've got in terms of using that in your marketing. So one there is called supercopy.ai. For those of you that may be less than musical, or those that are musical, and you're needing soundtracks for, let's say, a show like this, for your webinars, for your podcasts, or even for your website. Maybe you've got ads going out that you want to have background music in there as well too. Then this particular app called Tuny.io is they've got a whole lot of royalty-free music. So royalty-free means you don't have to pay for it, and you can create unique tracks as well too. So ones that haven't been heard on any other shows. So what it allows you to do is they have a whole range of audio tracks in here, which again, as I say, you can use without paying royalties for, and you have the rights to use it forever. And you can actually change the track, so you can add in instruments, you can change the tempo, the speed, the pitch of it, and you don't have to be a musician to do it. All you need to do is have an ear for what you like. And so this is one of the easiest and cheapest ways to produce it. If you know anything about creating music for use, if you've got people that are creating some either live music or synthesized music, it can cost a ton of money to get that done. And certainly, if you are a larger brand and you're looking for something like that, it's a worthwhile investment. But if you're running a podcast or a show, then this here is a great way to get some good sounding music and soundtracks that you can create yourself, and it's 100% unique. So you can see here, we've got one here called Castaway, and you've got the play button. If you click play, it'll play you the music. I don't know whether we can hear that at the moment. And if you don't like it and you want to change it, there's a little button called remix, and it will then go and change the music to a different derivation of it. So it's in the same genre, but you can remix and change it to something else. So it's absolutely super simple to use as well too. So that one there is called Tuney, TUNEY.io. And the very last one I have for us tonight is a booking calendar. I know there's a lot of people out there that use things like Book Like a Boss or Calendly for having people book consultations with you or meetings with you, and we certainly use that for having speakers book in for here, for instance, for consultations with me and the team. And I don't know how people survive without these calendar booking things these days, and it saves those emails going back and forward, trying to find a day and a time that suits both of you. Well, I've got to introduce you to this one here called TidyCal. There's a good reason why I introduced this one to you. And it is a booking calendar app which you can use to send people to book time with you. It connects in with payment gateways like Stripe and PayPal, so you can have pay appointment sessions as well. You can have them answer questions or qualifying questions in there, so that you know what the meeting is about. And the good thing about this one here is it's available on AppSumo. And the thing I like about it is it's available for $29 US, one-time payment, and you never have to pay for it again. So see a button down the bottom there, which so I get the extra features. It'll take you through to AppSumo, and they have a deal. It's $29 for life. You don't have to pay for it again. So AppSumo, of course, is one of my favorite websites. And for a calendar like this, I know I'm paying probably $20 a month for Calendly, and the functionality is pretty much the same as that as well. So it connects in with your Google calendars, your Microsoft calendars, and you can have a number of different meeting types as well too, and some free, some paid. So super simple to use, and as I say, it's a one-off lifetime deal. So that one there is called tidycal.com. And that there is a roundup of our cool online tools and apps for today. So let me know, what is your favorite one from tonight? Just drop it into chat. Tell us which one is going to take you down that rabbit hole of exploring them, never to return again. Well, hopefully you do. So let's see which one is our popular one by dropping the name of it into chat. And while you're doing that, all of these links have been dropped into chat as well too. We'll drop them all in one easy block as well, which are there now, so that you can. It's easy for you to go and click through when you download the chat. And here we go. We've got the votes coming in for Tuney, TidyCal, supercopy.i, Tuney, TidyCal. So it looks like it could be a three-way tie between TidyCal, Supercopy, and Tuney. Actually, I think TidyCal's the winner tonight. Obviously, there are people here looking to save a bit of money on their booking apps. And I have used it. I do use it. I've got a copy of it, and that's going to be replacing our Calendly. So it's very good. Excellent. Well, thanks, everyone. That is the cool online tools and apps. Of course, we will start to push these out across the web. If you're not yet a member of the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook page, go and join that now. We'll drop the link into chat, and we'll pop all of those apps and tools in there. Of course, if there are any there that you would like to see that you use and have profiled on the show, let me know, because it'll save me going to hunt out some of these tools and apps. And I do get some tools and apps from some of you good people there, like Jeff Field, who's just come onto the show right now, came at the right time. He's always pushing me through some good online tools and apps as well too.